After rendezvousing south of Tarawa and forming up into a single group, the ships of the Yorktown Battle Group and the invasion fleet come to a dead stop. They do this so that captains of every ship in the fleet can meet aboard the Yorktown. With radio silence strictly enforced, no risk can be taken to possibly alert the enemy of the task force, mission, heading, and destination. Although present, the big guns of USS Colorado will be silent during this mission, a fact that pleases nobody, as her main gun, 16-inch ammo stores are completely expended from shore bombardment, which leaves the big guns of the American heavy cruiser USS Pensacola as their sole defense against Japanese battleships and heavy cruisers, which have been seen quite frequently around their destination. Although originally intended for Santa Cruz, the troops on the transports with the fleet are now headed for another destination. Upon returning to the ship, the captain spreads the word. Everyone is going to be reinforcing and relieving the beleaguered forces at Milne Bay. An excited yet nervous murmur goes through every ship as captains spread the word of their mission. Everyone on board every ship is eager to join the fight against the Japanese, but they know in order to get to Milne Bay, they're going to have to cross through some very, very dangerous waters. The Solomon Islands in New Guinea have become a Japanese stronghold, with the seas in between them crawling with enemy ships. Their main base at Rabaul is operating with virtual impunity. Word is passed through signal flags to get underway, and the battle group moves towards the front lines. Although the danger is real, they aren't going to be alone. 450 miles southeast of the Yorktown Battle Group, the destroyers of Fast Transport 1 take up a patrol station. After making it to Milne Bay, dropping off their troops and making it out, they've been assigned a patrol station that will bring them into close proximity to the Yorktown Battle Group. Their orders are to precede them approximately 100 miles in front and act as an advanced screen for any enemy submarines or smaller task force. Also eager for a fight, tin can sailors are realistic. Their odds of surviving an encounter with a heavy battleship group are slim to none. Orders are passed to take only the engagements they are guaranteed victory in and avoid all else. While these small ships make their way towards the front lines, their thoughts are with those that are already there, both on land and under the sea. USS Trout patrols the waters in between Port Moresby and Milne Bay. He has already encountered Japanese forces. The mood aboard Trout is tense, to say the least. As the only submarine this far forward, the crew members know that it's going to be up to them to do as much damage as possible and avoid the unnaturally accurate Japanese sonar. There is good news, though. After surfacing to recharge their batteries and air out the boat, an airdropped message from Horn Island lets them know that the British have every intention of sending all available submarines to aid in the fight for the Solomon Islands. When they will arrive and how many of them there will be is not indicated. As Allied forces draw closer to the Solomon Islands and the general quarters alarm sounds throughout all fleets, all eyes turn to the horizon as the mission to save Milne Bay, codenamed Operation Sunrise, begins. welcome once again. J76NY here, and this is episode number 9 of our American U.S. Navy Allied campaign on War on the Sea using the Pacific mod. Big things are in the works, as you saw. We are going in to relieve the forces on Milne Bay. They're fighting for their life. We've dropped no troops off there. Well, we did drop some troops off, the fast transport group. About halfway there. We've got enough on our battle group here to probably retake this. As far as Truk goes, we've got our troop transport heading down to Santa Cruz. I mean Santa Cruz, not Truk. This is where the Yorktown Battle Group is. I originally called it the Lexington Battle Group, but I changed it. As you saw in the intro, we are going to have our Fast Transport 1 out in front of them as they make their way through the dangerous waters of the Solomon Islands on their way in and out of Milne Bay. Probably run these guys north, like I said, about 100 miles north of them. Try and intercept anything. We have our full complement of Wildcats up, patrolling over the battle group. They will remain up there during the daylight hours for as long as this group is in the area. Any targets that we come across, we can send dive bombers and torpedo bombers after them. But I'm going to try and avoid everything I possibly can. At this point, with what I have, a battleship would wreck either one of these groups, so I'm not really looking to get into a fight just yet. Surface battles will come, I'm sure of it, but just not right now. I've got a couple of groups that are heading back. Benson, Dewey, and this Macaulay. The Benson's going to be released for repair. The Mayo is heavily damaged and heading back for repair. And our Base Force 1 with engineering, fuel, and supplies is heading to Wake Island. We've got, I don't know if this is going to give us, it should give us enough to, well, maybe not engineering, but everything else. It'll give us enough to get up to the next level of airfield. I think once we take Santa Cruz, that's going to be what I'm going to build. I want Santa Cruz to start off being our main base of defense and supply, kind of a stockpile here so we can work on the islands of the Solomons. Truk and these two here, Cosray and Pohnpei, are going to come eventually. I'm going to have to divide my troops and supplies in between the Solomons and this. I want to have at least 15 to 20,000 troops before we even make a move towards Truk. I'm going to go for Truk first, and then these two here. By then, I should have enough surface forces that I could run in and bomb them. Level 3 airfield, a level 2 airfield. If we can reduce those down to 1 or 0 even, that would be fantastic. In terms of taking them, they'll give us command points, and I think they are also part of the victory conditions, taking these two bases, taking every single base on the map, so to speak. But with the troops that we stockpile here, Truk's going to be the main objective. Then we can kind of move backwards a little bit. I did leave a few troops garrisoned on Tarawa. Tarawa is not going to use any resources to build up that airfield. Wake will have to defend this area here. So, having said that, we've got our fast transport group patrolling. Yorktown Battle Group needs to get moving. I'm going to try and time it by 52 hours. Wow. At 8 o'clock in the morning, 48 hours would put them here. And then another... That's going to be kind of hard to run them through there at night. But we'll get them down here, to say the least, before we move them in. I'm going to try and run them through this choke point at night, so they're less likely to be attacked by aircraft. Another thing is the Colorado has no 16-inch ammo, so she's going to need to go back. But if I had my guess, I would say most of the group's going to have to go back. I think if we get into any type of air combat, we're going to lose planes, and they're going to have to be replenished. So we'll see how that all plays out. Sit back, relax, and enjoy episode number 9. Bit of change in plans here. All right, we've gotten everyone into the Solomon area. Fast Transport 1 is here. Trout, Tambor, Wildcats, guarding the Lexington Battle Group, Yorktown Battle Group. Sorry. They're on their way in. We took back Milne Bay. We're now in complete control of Milne Bay. Santa Cruz, Japanese have been defeated there. We have a troop transport convoy heading down to Santa Cruz. So, with all that, I think Guadalcanal should be our next objective. I did think possibly dropping off some troops to the Milne Bay base to possibly dissuade the Japanese from putting any more forces on that island. But I don't know about that. I mean, looking at this, I mean, we could take the Arcturus here and split them off with a destroyer and send them in. I think that's actually what I'm going to do, just to kind of try and keep the Japanese at bay. I want to have over 1,000 troops on Milne Bay, so Vampire, Arcturus, split, and then Lexington Battle Group's going to change course. What time is it now? 7:30 in the morning. Try and keep them out of. So if they get down here, it'll be 7:30 in the morning. And then another only 4 hours into Guadalcanal. So I'm gonna probably 26, 40. That's not really going to give them a lot of time to get out. Well, maybe it will. Maybe it'll time out, right? So that's the route they're going to go. Fast Transport 1 is going to change directions. Patrol a little further over in this area. Trout can keep up her patrol pattern. After we drop off the troops and supplies, we'll bring them back. Transport 1. Gonna head down in here. They're gonna be the second wave. We'll keep them off of Guadalcanal for the time being. I'm not gonna fully pull the Yorktown Battle Group out. They will provide air cover for the transport convoy as they move in. So that is the plan going forward. We are almost up to what we need to get our level 3 here on Wake Island. So I've got the Base Force 1 running back for more supplies and engineering. Task Force 12. I haven't done anything with Task Force 12 yet, so I could probably... let's load them up here. We're still gonna work on building Santa Cruz up, so I need to get some troops in the area. I mean, resources in the area. We did get 15 command points for ship leaving rest and repair, so I'm gonna throw together another supply ship here. All right. Another C3. Merge you. Task Force 20. Grab some engineering. And head on down. 155 hours. So there's that. Not a lot going on. Not that I've been able to see. I'm kind of surprised we didn't have any contacts with scout airplane or anything down here, considering we've got scouts out and they've overflown basically everything in the area. So day 48 continues, or starts, 7:29 in the morning on April 15th, 1942. Wildcat pilots on combat air patrol over the troop transport convoy. They have just dropped off their cargo at Guadalcanal. That fight's actually going fairly good. But they are a bit out of position to help out here. They did start heading back to refuel, so these guys don't look like they got much in the way of defenses. Let's see what we have here. High-level bombers. Oh. Well, I was going to say it's time to start maneuvering, but that was a little late. We can do what we can here. Looks like they're moving in on the 1st Macaulay. Those shots look like they missed. Wildcats are nowhere near them, so we'll just have them go patrol above in case any more planes show up here. Sounds like someone's shooting there. I don't think anyone else is going to show up, but I just want to get my Wildcats over there to provide what cover they can. Check our damages on this ship. I've seen literally nothing this entire time, except for this one air attack. So I don't know if it's just a lull in the action or what, but... And so far we only have minor damage on one transport. One of their cargo bays is destroyed, so we're going to be sending them back to repair here. Alright, issue here at Tarawa. See what they do here. Probably putting troops on shore. Oh, they landed on Tarawa. That was nice of them. Like they're going to loiter in the area too. Actually, I've moved the Yorktown a little bit further north, and we lost Tarawa. Alright. Go back and get some troops. That's awesome. Well, here they are. Like they're within range of our carrier. So they're well within range. So we're gonna launch our first carrier-based attack on these bastards. He doesn't have any more range. Barely has the range. On his way back, so we very well may lose sight of whoever this happens to be here. We're heading in this direction, so we can get out, spot them again. Town's ready to launch. Our Dauntless is up. Same package. Yorktown's ready to launch. I'm going to launch these 8 Wildcats here. Kind of have them go like this. I mean, gotta find them somehow before they actually find us. Amazing how fast these guys disappear. Really want the Yorktown up in that area here. Let's get these guys close enough to land they could actually pick some. Right? Oops. Guys, just drop those damn supplies off, too. There's only 100 supplies they can take. 200. 150. Back to Tarawa we go. I'm leaving a bunch of troops there. And I should probably do here. You out a little bit. Get our fast transport up this. So they can get in between them and whatever that happened to be. I did see some enemy ships. Really want to, but did see them. I'm gonna get a combat air patrol up. Drop scouts up from our battle group and see what we can come up with. I guess they put a whole lot of troops on Tarawa. There's 2,300 troops, and that's what we get. So we're going to abandon Tarawa. pull these guys out. We don't lose them. At least for the time being, anyway. And, coming back down here. We, have the all blue on, Guadalcanal here. Now I'm thinking about pulling the troops off Guadalcanal and sending them back up to Tarawa. Been a very odd episode so far. Not really sure how I'm feeling about this, but it is what the game is offering, so we adapt, we move on, and hopefully move closer to victory. We're still in the opening phases of that, in case you're wondering. Not even close. I thought that things were going a little too smoothly here. They did put more troops on Milne Bay. A whole lot of them. And we're kind of screwed again, so the plan... Wait till the smoke clears from Guadalcanal. But we got a collection of troops. We've got 1,600 in Santa Cruz. They're probably going to stay there. With the 5,300 we have on Guadalcanal. I've got these guys full of troops. These guys are also full of troops and supplies. And Troop Transport 1 is making its way down with more troops and supplies. We may really need to redirect these guys back into the Solomons. Transport 1 could make it there first. We could put our carrier back into the area. That's what we're going to do. I got no choice. Can't really let Milne Bay fall again. So Tarawa is going to have to wait. We do have 18 command points right now. I did bring out the 2 British subs that are available. So you guys that requested British subs, there they are. And now we got to deal with this down here. They are heading back up this way, so Trout may not even be in a position to attack. But we're going to find out. We have a pretty sizable battle group here. There's transports, a light cruiser. We've got a battleship bringing up the rear position here. I have ordered the Trout to the surface just to try and get out in front of them. We're about 12,500 yards out. At this point, Trout is going full speed, so she's making 20 knots. Convoy's only making 11 knots. So if we can get out and get in front of them, we're on radar on. Means we lost sight of them. I'm going to be keeping my eye out for any type of flashes or star shells or shell hits on the water. If that's the case, then I'm going to abort the attack. If not, we're going to get into position and probably take a shot at the battleship there. Well, unfortunately, they saw me, so we're just going to launch manual on... we lost our stern tubes already. Widespread. Launch. Trout's done. Yeah, she's at 0%. So she goes down. We are going to, she's going down. Oh. We could try the emergency blow. See if we can actually get this sub up to the surface. Got a little too close, I guess, and they did see me. We cannot fix our torpedo tubes or our engine, so Trout is pretty much dead in the water after launching a wild shot. So they've got a lot more ships in the area than what we originally thought. Trout's kind of holding. He's sinking slowly, but we're going to lose the Trout for sure. Try an emergency blow again. Of course, it didn't work. He's at 95 feet, so I guess we're going to see if our wild shots actually hit anything. I was just about to go under and start targeting, but that didn't happen, so sorry, Trout. I have a kind of a bad habit of getting my subs killed here, it seems, but Trout's going to go down knowing she went down fighting. Alright, sad tale of the Trout, entirely her captain's fault. Captain Morton would not be proud. Oh, where'd this guy come from? I didn't even see him. But they did have a full group of 10. 3 destroyers, 2 light cruisers, some transports, and this escort carrier here. So it was a big group. And our torpedoes didn't hit a single one of them. So moving forward. Alright, so the Tautog has her chance at vengeance. At least a little bit of retribution for the last failed attack here. Let's see, where would they be? Behind us. Alright, well, let's up our speed here. So we got destroyer, cargo ship. Here is the... Oh, we're right in the miss. That's interesting. Okay, we are sitting pretty much stationary here. Got a 90% solution on the at Kitsumaru. I did target the hailing Sendai. Look here, 6,000 yards, 5,000 yards. So, not sure I want to pop the scope up just yet. Had to throw it in reverse a little bit to get out of the way of these destroyers, but I kind of think putting the scope up would be a bad idea here. %. Wish I could get that a little better without putting the scope up. That's not bad though, so another one of my crazy schemes with the subs that sometimes work, sometimes don't. We're going to fire 6 out of our bow tubes and 4 out of our stern tubes, and then maybe get the Tautog out. So the first 6 are away. Okay, start targeting Sendai. They're in arc, it's just not very far in arc. So with about 1,000 yards would be... ...72% solution on Sendai. Half tempted just to fire like I did the last time, right through the convoy. Fairly widespread. Percent fire. Dive. Run this way. There aren't any more destroyers in the rear, so all three of them are towards the front. And we might get lucky and not hit this one with our torpedoes that are intended for the Sendai. This one's the only one that's been maneuvering. So the only part of the group that has shown any type of movement. Gonna take it down deep, 290. And when they get closer to hitting, we'll adjust our speed so we're not cavitating here. Well, that was an accidental hit that turned out to be a dud. These four from the that were bound for the Sendai have completely missed. They may accidentally hit this battleship. If I were to guess, I'd say they're either all going to be duds or they're going to miss. Very optimistic of me, so. But we'll see what happens here with the battleship. They're running. Prayers are looking for us. Maybe we'll get a hit, maybe we won't. Okay, so they all missed a stern. Tautog is working at getting out of here. Looks like they're looking kind of in the area that we were originally launched from. This light carrier did get the damages under control. They weren't that bad in the first place. Heavy and moderate. Now it's moderate and moderate, so they're going to get away. Tautog is going to take her time and quietly sneak away. Okay, so this is where we found them. Gonna keep pulling north a little bit. See if we can't come across them again before we head back down south towards Milne Bay. But we'll have to wait till the next episode to see how that one plays out. Do apologize for the less than enthusiastic commentary this episode. I'm kind of feeling a bit under the weather, so the recording process is a bit of a process for me when I'm feeling like this. Going forward, we're going to work on retaking Milne Bay for a second time. Tarawa is completely in Japanese hands because I pulled everything off to send it down to Milne Bay. We got a lot of forces that are out there moving back and forth. We are almost in position to upgrade to a level 3 airfield on Wake, so that's a good thing. Still would like to get this upgraded here, but now we hold Guadalcanal, so I mean, they're at the same level. This one has a level 1, so might want to start with Santa Cruz. Juggle and act with the supplies once again, but what makes the game a challenge, and challenges in this game are welcome. Anyway, if you liked the episode, hit the like button. If you have any tips or advice, leave those in the comment section down below. If you want to follow along as we make our way through the Pacific and fight the Japanese on War on the Sea, hit the subscribe, and we'll see you for the next episode. A76NY saying thank you very much for watching, and have yourself a very good day.